First and foremost, rise and shine. If you want a personal reading, go ahead and hit that link in the fucking bio. If you're watching my YouTube, it'll be down below. Y'all, to be honest, I just felt like going live. I don't know where we starting today. I just know we starting somewhere. And to be honest, I know I said I was gonna go live yesterday. Well, I said I really didn't know, but I feel like right now, I feel like it's time for us to talk about the big conversation. So y'all, we talking today. Today I'm on peaceful mode because I feel like yesterday I did the whole rah-rah shit. And I feel like right now I gotta be on, we gotta be zenning. Like I feel like I'm on zen today. And the reason why is because I feel like I have to reserve my energy today. And to be honest, I don't know for what, but I feel like it's just time to reserve energy. So y'all, to be honest, I'm gonna start a little bit deep and then we're gonna get into it. Good morning, beauty. Let's talk. The first conversation I want to sit over here and talk about is using sex as a way to feel worthy. Good morning, Sway Sway. We talking today. And the reason why is because oftentimes, like, and I'm going to speak from my own personal example. See, in my own personal example, I know that I got good poom poom, like, it's not a doubt. But what I did not know is that at a certain point, I was using poom poom in order to feel some type of, to prove something, to seek validation. See, yo, when I sit over here and I said I used to use sex to sit over here and make me feel good, because making somebody else, and catch me, making somebody else feel good made me feel good. And to be honest, I feel like I gotta start like that. And the reason why is because there was a point in time where I didn't even know who the fuck I was. I'm gonna keep it all the way at being with you. There was a point in time where, and catch me, y'all, there was a point in time where it's like I was seeking validation for the wrong reasons. And honestly, if you want to go back in time as to why I was seeking it, we could talk about family. We could talk about abandonment issues. We could talk about all that shit. But I don't feel like talking about that today. What I feel like talking about is really sex. I feel like talking about why is it that, listen, any person that I come into interaction with that I actually am sexually attracted with, I feel like I have to sit over here and go have sex with these people. I don't feel obligated, but there are times where I'm like, ooh, I like this person. Ooh, I need to give it up. Why? Because we about to have a real ass conversation today. One, it was because I was seeking validation from them. Two, it was because I felt like, listen, in order to hold on to these people, I need to fuck them, because at the end of the day, I knew I was good at something. I knew I was good at fucking. So let's stop. Maybe at a certain point in time, I didn't know how to communicate with somebody. So guess what? I knew I was good at fucking. So guess what? I'm going to fuck them. See, there was a certain time where, listen, I didn't know how to communicate my feelings. I didn't even know how to show feelings. But guess what? I knew that poom poom was right. So guess what? I was fucking. See, it's so funny because I found out one of my favorite cousins, because she ended up sitting over here telling her mom that I was promiscuous. But in reality, I was using sex to sit over here and catch me, y'all. I was using sex to sit over here and seek validation, to feel a connection with somebody, because I did not know how to feel a connection with someone. And y'all, this is my truth. I would sit over here and use sex to sit over here and feel something, because I didn't know how to cuddle with people. I would use sex to sit over here and be like, because I didn't know how to express my emotions. This is where I came from. I came from people that did not know how to express their emotions. And then I came from another parent that wasn't there all together. We talking ghetto influencer. So when I sit over here and I'm talking to y'all real quick, Juice Gang, you always find me at the right time. Let's keep going. So when I sit over here and I tell y'all that, listen, I remember there was this one particular time where I went over to this young guy's house. And to be honest, I didn't know why the fuck I was over there. But to be honest, he said lay down. So I was like, cool. To feel something. But in reality, what I realized is that having sex with these people did not, and catch me, it didn't make me feel nothing below her. See, it's so funny because when you sit over here and you have sex, you got to be careful about who it is that you interacting with. You got to be careful about who it is that you choose to, who you choosing to have sex with. But in reality, I was not taught that. In reality, let's talk about it. In reality, I was not taught the energy transfers when you have sex. In reality, I was not taught to sit over here and protect your body. Yes, I was taught to sit over here and not be a fast little girl, but I was not taught to, who am I supposed to give my body to? I was not set over here. The birds and the bees took past me. But the point of the matter is the reason I'm sitting over here talking to y'all today is because, listen, I used to sit over here and realize, and catch me, I used to sit over here and realize that at a certain point, insecurity was so deep within me that, and catch me, insecurity was so deep within me. The only thing I did held on to was sex, because I knew that, guess what, the sex was going to have them coming back, because they always came back. Because they always, and catch me, y'all, they always came back. So at a certain point when they weren't giving me affection, and at a certain point where after we did the thing and then they left, after a certain point, I knew that they would call me because of sex. I didn't always want to be abandoned. See, even people that did not want a real connection with me, I knew that, listen, if I had sex with them, then they would stay a little bit longer. Which brings me to this one, which is crazy, y'all. This one interaction I had with this woman. I'm gonna tell you about it, because I feel like it just popped up in my head for a reason. When I was in college, I had met this man. It was after my past relationship. I'm telling you. I met this man, and when I tell y'all, this man had a bomb job, bomb career, lived in, how you doing, Luna? Thank you. Lived in really one of the best neighborhoods, like, had his own shit. At that time, I had just got out of a badass relationship. Not even a bad relationship, but just, I was confused at the time, but fuck it. I'm not even going to blame it on confusion. I think I was just experimenting at this time. I think we blame too much shit on confusion. And when I met this person, I was down bad, crowned, thank you. And not down bad to the point where, not down bad to the point where things weren't aligned, but I was just down bad within my emotions, not knowing my worth, not knowing what it is that I really wanted from a person. But guess what? I caught him. And y'all, I'm going to keep it all the way being with you. When I met him, we clicked. I think by the second time, we was over here going grocery shopping. He was over here like, get whatever cereal you want. You can sit over here and you can keep it at my house. He would go to work and leave me at his house and just be like, listen, lock the door, babes. But let me tell you something. The reason why I'm sitting over here telling you this story is because, listen, as fast as it started was as fast as it ended. And let me tell you why. Because one of the things is I didn't realize that he was just as emotionally unavailable as I was. Let's start there. Two, me and him, we sat over here and we had real conversations about our ex, because at that time I was just then getting out of a relationship, and kind of so was he. He was probably a few months removed. But the point of the matter is that what happened is that, listen, we started vibing, and then all of a sudden he ran into his ex again. And it was the ex that he sat over here and catch me. It was the ex that he sat over here and still had feelings for. It was the ex that he sat over here and he was still like in love with. It was the ex that she actually walked away from him. And all of a sudden, you know, he ran into her at the dentist. So now all of a sudden, I had this connection with this person, and really it was not, and catch me, really it wasn't really based off of anything. We just really had good sex and good communication. But he told me, he was like, listen, you know, I ran into my ex, and after that, I was like, let's see where this goes. And then all of a sudden, maybe 2 dates after, he was just like, listen, me and my ex is trying to work on it. So here I was, you know, just like, well, I'm not done with you. And I could speak for myself, y'all. Let me sit over here and tell y'all, if I'm not done with you, then guess what? There was a time where I'd be like, nah, that's me. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you talking about. Very much entitlement issues. But the reason why I'm sitting over here telling y'all this story is because, and catch me, thank you, no hating. Thank you, hood. Let me sit over here and tell you why I'm telling you this story. I went as so far as I knew I had good poom poom. So what the fuck do you mean you done with me? You're not done with me. So guess what the fuck I did? How How you doing, Nita? David, you laughing. Let me tell you something. I'm dead as fuck. He said, I'm trying to sit over here and see what this goes. You're not done with me, sir. Spice, you're not done with me. How you doing that? Let me finish the fucking story. I let some time pass, but guess what? Megan, we vibing today. I didn't even know you was up in here, Megan. How you doing? I didn't become the Delulu friend. Not the Delulu friend, Sierra. I wasn't delusional. I was at a time I got delusional. But let me sit over here and tell you, guess what? Anytime I called his phone, guess what he was doing? He was picking the fuck up. Even when he was with her, there was a time where I called and he was just like, listen, or he told me two different things. The first thing is that he was like, hey, yo, who is this? Even though I had just seen him. And he said, who is this? Because he was sitting over here trying to play back in the relationship. And I sat over here and told this man to his fucking face, y'all. This is how savage I was. Let me sit over here and tell you something. I said, listen, I don't give a fuck about that little bitch. I sat over here and said that, listen, if I'm not done with you, I'm not done with you. I don't care what the fuck you got going on. Because is she me? No. Straight like that. And guess what he did? He said, okay. And he kept dealing with me. But the point of the matter is the reason why I'm sitting over here telling you this is because, catch me, there was a time where I was going through a lot. There was a time, and even sometimes I still go through this, but it's like there's a time where it's just like, listen, I know that I could keep you through my sex, so guess what? My sex is what's going to keep you, because guess what? Even though it felt wrong to him, Courtney, even though it felt wrong to him, it felt right to me because I was getting the validation. I was getting the motherfucking validation. So let me sit over here and take it a step further. There came a point where he was like, yo, no, for real, I gotta cut this off. Like, we starting to get really serious. I said, but the poom poom is poom pooming. Shut. How you doing, TV? Y'all laughing. This is my real life story. Y'all asses is over here laughing. Yeah, it's funny. It's been years now, so I really don't give a fuck, y'all. But the point of the matter is that, listen, in that moment, I realized that, listen, the poom poom can only get you so fucking far, but not even that. He still kept dealing with me after the shit. But the point of the matter is that, listen, the reason why I'm telling y'all this story is because, listen, sometimes we sit over here and we think that all we are is pussy to people. All we think is that our worth comes from us sleeping with people, being sexual with people. And the reason why is because, listen, sometimes that's all we get to. See, at a certain point, when they're not offering you a relationship, when they're not offering you something serious, when they're not offering you anything, well, guess what? You sitting over here thinking that, and catch me, you sitting over here thinking that sex is the only thing that's going to keep this person there. So then now all of a sudden, all you're determined by, your worth is determined by how much you fucking them. And the point of the matter is that the reason why I'm telling y'all this story is because I want y'all to understand that, listen, you don't have to sit over here and fucking prove your fucking worth through your poom poom or through your schlong. And the reason why is because, catch me, it's like, listen, the people that's for you is going to be for you. See, sometimes God puts people into your life, but then he places them out of your fucking life. But the point of the matter is that story was an example of me keep placing a motherfucker in my life and catch me, or I kept placing him back into my life when God was trying to remove this person out of my life. You want to know why? Because he was a narcissist. You want to know why? Because he had 3 kids. You want to know why? Because he was dealing with another motherfucker. You want to know why? Because he was a cheater. Because he was cheating with me. You want to know why? Yes, physically attractive, physically in the gym, physically has a good ass job, physically got the car, got a really nice motherfucker, physically lives in the fucking rich ass neighborhood, physically he was there, but mentally, emotionally, he was not there. Because how can you sit over here and say that you're so in love with this other being, but you're still sleeping with me? And 2, if we was vibing the way that we was vibing, and you allowed this other connection to come back up in between us, then guess what? very much sociopath. Matter of fact, we had a conversation about him being a sociopath, and he admitted to it. But that's not neither here nor there. What I'm sitting over here saying, because fuck it, we could give everybody, and catch me, we could give everybody a fucking name. We could give everybody a situation. We could give everybody a title, but we're not talking about titles right now. We're talking about real life. And in real life situations, let me sit over here and tell you something. The more you sit over here and put emphasis on, and catch me, the more you put emphasis on motherfuckers that are not available, the more you gonna sit over here and get mediocre ass shit. So what did I learn? I learned that I was a lesson for him just like he was a lesson for me. What does that mean, Charlie? I'ma fucking tell you. God sat over here and said, bitch, learn your work. Get your money up. Get your worth up. Get all that. That was my lesson. His lesson was, listen, you sitting over here trying to take somebody back that broke your motherfucking heart, when I just placed the person that you asked for in your life. See, I want y'all to understand something. Sometimes y'all could be the perfect package for a motherfucker. Sometimes you could be the person that person is missing. He done, she done, I don't care, because there's masculine and feminines up in this bitch. They could sit over here. They could have prayed for your ass, your personality, your poom poom, your schlong. They could have prayed for you, the money that you got, the car that you got, the opportunities that you could sit over here and give to them. They could have prayed for you, and God could have placed you into their life. But the point of the matter is that just as quickly as they placed you into their life, because they was crying to move on, they was crying, and maybe this is you. They was crying because he was sitting over here. It's so funny. He was sitting over here telling me, like, listen, I used to cry about this girl for months and months and months, and she would not take me back. And all of a sudden, now God placed me into this man's life. Now all of a sudden, I'm who he wants. I'm in his face. I'm sitting over here. We cool. We vibing. And all of a sudden, guess what? X calls that fucking phone. So guess what? When I sit over here and say that, listen, I want y'all to take it vice versa. Whether if you are the person that got your ex calling you, or you are the ex calling them, the point of the matter is that I want you to understand something. Sometimes God can sit over here and place the love of your life in front of your eyes, and will test you with your fucking ex, and have your ex call you talking about, I miss you. Have your ex in over here saying, listen, I'm trying to double back. And maybe it might not be your ex. It could be your situation. It could be that person that ghosted your ass, that really had that good schlong or that good poom poom. Let me tell you something. You could really be vibing with somebody. You could really, and catch me, you could really be out here just like, yo, that's my piece. But the point of the matter is that if God trying to drop a test on your ass, then guess what? A test will be received. But the point of the matter is that sometimes the test is you trying to move on to your future, or are you going to stay stuck into your past? Because let me sit over here. Let's fast forward a few years later. Mia, we talking. Kiara, we talking. Beauty, we talking. Let's fast forward a few years later. Because, y'all, this happened years ago. That story, like 4 or 5 years ago. Let's fast forward. You want to know what happened within that relationship between old boy? And for those that didn't catch the whole live, don't worry. It's going to be on my YouTube. They ended up breaking up. You want to know why they ended up breaking up? Because I was the test. See, the test was that, listen, sometimes God sit over here and take a motherfucker out of your life. And when he take them out of your life the first time, it's because y'all ain't supposed to be together. I don't care how he took that person out of your life. Y'all not supposed to be together. So when they double back and they try to come back into your life, that doesn't mean that it's going to fucking work. It means that they sitting over here trying to take you away from your blessing. See, I want y'all to understand something. Sometimes y'all sit over here and y'all deal with people, but when God takes you out of their motherfucking life, it's for a reason. Thank you, Megan. And the reason is because, listen, you already learned all the lessons that you needed to. This person taught you everything that they can. They sat over here and made you feel any way that they needed to make you feel. Fucked you how you needed to be fucked. Like, yo, this person is being removed out of your life because you have reached a plateau state with them. You can't get no fuck. It's like, this is the level. You already reached the climax. If you keep dealing with this motherfucker, all you're going to do is go down. The story, you don't reach the climax in the fucking story plot. But the point of the matter is that as y'all go down, you trying to go down with them motherfuckers when God is trying to keep you at your climax. Because God is sitting over here saying, big dog, we got other, thank you, Alton, we got other storylines to create. We got a whole nother story. See, the point of the matter is that y'all want to go down with these people, but God is sitting over here saying, big dog, get your ass up. We got another story to make. We got another story to write. We got another connection to make, but y'all keep getting so stuck on the fucking first chapter, the first book. God is sitting over here saying, big dog, it's time for you to write your second fucking book. Because guess what? Your first book don't end with you being heartbroken. Your first book don't end with, listen, I fell in love with such and such and now I'm dying. Your first book don't end like that. The climax was, I was so in love with them. I was at the peak of my life. The climax was, and catch me, y'all. The climax was, I'm in love with them. We vibing. But all of a sudden, they ex came back. Dun, dun, dun. All of a sudden, now they starting to ghost me. Dun, dun, dun. Yo, all of a sudden, some shit pop up, right? All of a sudden, they catch me, yo. All of a sudden, something happened. Yo, all I'm sitting over here saying is that when that something happens, that's your scapegoat. When something happens to interrupt the connection, that's your scapegoat. And let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. The reason why shit happens is because you have sat over here and it's time for you to move on from that connection. It's because it's time for you to actually walk into something that's more beneficial to you. And I'm not even talking about on a materialistic game. We beyond that. Sometimes, Lynette, we talking. Sometimes it's, this person was preparing you for the person that you actually supposed to spend the rest of your life with. And let's sit over here and say, let's say you don't even believe in that shit. Let's say you don't believe in marriage. Maybe you don't even believe in long-time partners. Let's sit over here and say it's just supposed to prepare you for your next journey, your next chapter. How are you going to move into your next chapter if you sitting over here still trying to write your old chapter and then continue to reread that old fucking chapter? The point of the matter is God is sitting over here saying, big dog, I don't need you to keep fucking rereading the same fucking chapter and over, trying to sit over here and do some revisions on that bitch on how you could have sat over here and did something different in order to have a different outcome. Let me sit over here and tell you something. That book, the book is already motherfucking published. You can't sit over here and go and catch me, y'all. You can't sit over here and you can't go back. You can't go back. The ending is still the fucking ending. The ending ends in fucking the person dying. Lynette, we talking. Nita, we talking. See, we can't sit over here and go back and edit how the shit ended. We can't sit over here and go edit our actions. We can't go edit if I would have did this, if I would have dressed like this, if I would have sat over here and put forth this effort. We can't. We can't. The ending is the fucking ending. Ebony, let's talk. But the point of the fucking matter is that y'all keep sitting over here and Empress, we talking too. Y'all keep sitting over here thinking that y'all can go back and change the fucking ending when God is sitting over here saying, big dog, when is you gonna turn the motherfucking page? Keep going. When is you gonna sit over here and turn the fucking page and start writing the next fucking version, the next book, the next chapter, the next, and catch me, write something new, have a new fucking adventure. The point of the matter is that y'all keep reliving, revisiting, keep doing all that shit, reminiscing. Amber, we talking. But the point of the matter is that God is sitting over here saying, big dog, when is you gonna sit over here and realize that, listen, if it's time to move the fuck on. If you watching this fucking video, this live, it's time for you to move the fuck on. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you learned everything you needed to. Because at this point, I got to repeat myself. You learned what you needed to. It's time for your energy to be elsewhere. Whether if that's you moving states, cities, you moving into a new apartment. Because some of the people y'all need to sit over here and take back y'all motherfucking keys from. Because y'all don't need to live together no more. See, you mad that they went back to the mother of their child, the father of their child, but that's them sitting over here. That's their story. That's not your fucking story. God is sitting over here saying some of y'all motherfuckers don't even got kids. Why you dealing with a motherfucker with kids? You settled for that shit. God sat over here and said, when you used to talk to me, and catch me, y'all, when you used to talk to me, the vision that you had, your Cinderella story, Your Tarzan story was, listen, I don't got no kids. I want to deal with somebody that don't got kids too. So why the fuck is you settling for somebody that got some motherfucking kids if that's your story? If that's what the fuck you asked God for, why are you settling? Let's sit over here and say your story was is, listen, I don't care if this person has kids. I don't care about that. What I care is that they're loyal to me. That they sit over here and they show up for me. That they're giving just like I'm giving. They're genuine like I'm genuine. They loyal like I'm loyal. But now all of a sudden you settling for a motherfucker that's not loyal to you. Now all of a sudden you settling for somebody that cheat on your ass. See, you the one that said you wanted loyalty. You the one that said you wanted somebody that's caring. Now all of a sudden you settling for a motherfucker that's nonchalant, that don't even show you no motherfucking feelings. Come on now. Terrell said everybody can ride the elevator you want, and that's on motherfucking period. What I'm sitting over here telling y'all is that, listen, if I ain't gonna tell you nothing, I'm gonna tell you something, Empress. I want y'all to understand something, that sometimes you gotta leave your past in order to walk into your motherfucking, catch me, walk into your future. But the point of the matter is that, y'all, we all vibing up in this bitch. And listen, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it all the way at being with you. We all come from a past. We all came from something. We all got a story. We all got some goals we working towards. We all got the shit. We all want the happily ever fucking after. But the point of the matter is that, are you guys actually taking forth the steps in order to get your happily ever after? Your career, the love of your life, the body that you fucking want, the kids that you want, the marriage that you want. Let's say you don't want marriage, your life partner. Let's sit over here and say, listen, back in your past, maybe you couldn't sit over here and have the opportunity to go try your same sex because back in your past you used to like that shit. But all of a sudden everybody told you that you was fucking wrong for that shit. So now all of a sudden, and catch me, now all of a sudden you got time to sit over here and go explore your sexuality. But you not exploring your sexuality, and catch me, because you sitting over here still trying to hold on to everybody else's perception of you, Caroline. We talking. You see, I don't sit over here and I don't judge nobody. I don't sit over here and put my beliefs on nobody. And you want to know why? It's because at the end of the day, we all people, we all energy, we all have feelings. I feel like, listen, if you at a point in your life where you like, bitch, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know where to go. I don't know if I need to go left, if I need to go right. Shit, go up. Catch me. Because I'm going to say it for the people in the back. If you're at a point in your life where you don't know if you need to go left or go right, it's time for your ass to go up. What does that mean, Charlie? I'm going to explain it to you. It means you need to elevate yourself. It means you need to sit over here and create goals that are realistic, goals that you can achieve. If your end goal in 5 years is for you to have a motherfucking Lamborghini, then guess what? You need to sit over here and come up with a plan as to how you going to save up for all that motherfucking, all that shit. Caroline, we talking. We need to sit over here and go get you in an environment where all your friends got Lamborghinis so they can motivate your ass to get a motherfucking Lamborghini. Playboy, we talking. Amber, we talking. Let's sit over here and say your vision is not to have a Lamborghini. Maybe your vision is to sit over here and catch me. It's to be in love. Well, that means that you got to sit over here and get over that past shit. That means you got to sit over here and actually let your ex go. That means that you got to actually sit over here and get your ass all the way together to where you not putting your fucking trauma onto your next person. Net, we talking. See, you sat over here and said you want love. You want the love of your life to walk up into your motherfucking... You ready. But the point of the matter is God is sitting over here saying you ain't even fucking ready. You don't even got your hair cut. You ain't even got your hair done. You don't even got your nails done, your lashes done. You don't even got no... If somebody invited your ass out on a date right fucking now, you ain't got shit in your motherfucking closet. How are you prepared? God is sitting over here saying that y'all want love so bad. Y'all want to move on so bad. But y'all sitting over here, y'all reminiscing about the past. But fuck the past. Y'all ain't even prepared. So what the fuck is y'all gonna do to sit over here and get prepared? Because at the end of the day, we could sit over here and we could go verse for verse. We could talk for talk, y'all. Inspire, we talking. See, I could sit over here and catch me. I could sit over here and talk to y'all about what we not doing, how we sitting over here living in the past, how we keep reliving the shit. My goal is to sit over here and talk to y'all. Okay, what's the solution? Because fuck talking about the past. We could sit over here and vent. We could get our 5 minutes of crying. And then it's like, okay, but what's the solution? How do we switch it up? How do we get, and catch me, Danielle. Or I think your name is Daniel. I apologize. But the point of the matter is I want y'all to understand something. What the fuck is the solution to us sitting over here actually solving the problem? If y'all want to sit over here and get married, does that sit over here and mean that you need to sit over here and go shopping, go get you something to wear? All right, cool. Does that mean you sitting over here going and finding a new hair person because you don't got no hair person in a new place that you live? Probably so. If that's you sitting over here showing up for yourself and actually finding out what are the things that actually complement your bodies, what colors complement your fucking body, yeah, that works too. Hair is art. What the motherfucker is the solution? See, the part of the matter is that y'all thinking that the solution ends with y'all fucking being heartbroken. Thank you, hair is art. See, a lot of y'all keep sitting over here thinking that the solution ends, the story ends with y'all sitting over here giving the fuck up. But God is like, bitch, if you don't get your ass the fuck up, and to my masculines up in here, because I know I be talking to my femmes a lot, I need y'all to understand something. The same thing goes for you. And I want you to understand something. Us women, we're really not that fucking hard. We're not that hard. You don't got to be a gym bro if that's not your lifestyle. To pull us, you don't got to be no gym bro. You can have a gut and talk to us. The point of the matter is do you smell good? Are you educated? And for some, they don't even give a fuck if you educated. Are you sitting over here putting forth the effort into yourself to actually show that you give a fuck about yourself? Because 9 times out of 10, we recognize that you don't care about yourself. So how you gonna care about us? Number 3, are you actually showing up for us? Are you actually showing us attention? See, everybody like to sit over here and say that, listen, they don't like attention. Thank you, Lynette. See, a lot of people, they try to sit over here. A lot of masculine ass energies, they like to sit over here and tell you that, listen, you gonna get the person that you want by not being emotionally available. But I'm gonna keep it all the way of being with you. You gonna get a little ass girl. You're not gonna get no grown ass woman, because guess what? You sitting over here saying that you're not showing up for me. You sitting over here playing games. You sitting over here saying that, guess what, that you too motherfucking busy to make time. You sitting over here saying that you got options. All right, cool. Go choose the motherfucking option, because a grown ass woman is not gonna choose you as a motherfucking option if you're not making no time for her, if you're not showing no affection towards her, if you're not even showing interest in her. So yeah, you keep sitting over here taking advice from these other grown-ass men, but guess what? These grown-ass men ain't never been in love a day in their life. And the moment that they was fucking in love with that motherfucker, and catch me, the moment that they was in love with that motherfucker, that bitch did him so wrong, and you want to know why? And I'm really working on not cussing. That woman did him wrong. You want to know why? Because he was going and dating her for the wrong motherfucking reasons. Because he fell in love because she fit the motherfucking bill, not because that she was the bill. See, he didn't realize what came with her. He didn't realize that she was materialistic and he could not afford her. He did not realize, and catch me, y'all, he fell in love with somebody that was not in love with him. So all of a sudden now he's talking from a scorn place, and now y'all taking advice from a scorn ass man. But guess what? You taking advice from a scorn ass person. Guess what? I.e., you gonna sit over here, you gonna end up with scorn ass fucking results. So y'all sitting over here talking about these masculine ass energies and how women should be a certain type of way and how you should be a certain type of way. Be your motherfucking self. Fuck is you talking about? Because you being yourself is gonna attract the people that you need to attract. But guess what? You wanna attract fucking scorn other people? Okay, then go listen to these scorn ass people. And that goes to my femmes too. Listen. There ain't no shame in you wanting to live a hypergamy lifestyle, but understand what that shit come with. There ain't nothing wrong with you wanting to go get a sugar daddy, but know what it comes with. And see, let me sit over here and tell y'all something. I done been through some shit in my fucking life, and I see both sides of the motherfucking field. But I'm gonna keep it all the way of being with you. You choose what it is that you want to deal with. You choose who the fuck you want to be with. You choose that. And you want to know how you choose it? Because I hear y'all say, well, how? I'm gonna tell you how. You attract what you are. Like attracts like, right? So guess what? You are what you attract. So guess what? If you a scorn ass motherfucker, you're going to attract more scorn people. If you are a nice person, you're going to attract other nice people. If you are a loving person, you're going to attract loving fucking people. Good vibes only, Sierra. But the point of the matter is that I need y'all to understand something. Some of y'all have yet to have a motherfucking reality check. See, some of y'all sitting over here, y'all not getting clear on what it is that y'all want. And you want to know why? It's because you too busy sitting over here trying to look for your next, when in reality, you basing your next based off of your fucking ex. I'm I'm gonna say it for the people in the back, because we talking today, Playboy. See, a lot of y'all keep sitting over here, y'all looking for y'all next situation, but y'all keep basing y'all next off of y'all ex instead of healing yourself and really figuring out what it was that worked from the motherfucking beginning and what did not work. See, I want y'all to understand something. We supposed to take the pieces that worked and did not work and compare apples to oranges, and then guess what? We supposed to create a motherfucking pair up in this bitch. Do y'all understand? Is we vibing today? We here today. Whew. Y'all, to think I wasn't even about to go live right now, y'all. I had some shit to do, and I was just like, you know what? Get your ass on live. I love y'all. I'm gonna leave it there. I feel like, how you doing, Jennifer? It's good to see you. If you did not catch this motherfucking live from the beginning, don't worry. It will be uploaded to my fucking YouTube. If you want a personal reading, link in the motherfucking bio. And for the people that be asking me, what is a personal reading? My personal reading is that, listen, I'm able to fucking read you fulfilled. Help you with your finances, help you with your personal life, help you with you sitting over here taking self-care. But what I will sit over here and tell you is that don't fucking book me if you don't actually want to fucking read, and don't book me if you don't sit over here and really and catch me, y'all. Don't book with me unless you really want to know the truth, because I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. Very much real girl shit. But the point of the matter is that, listen, I don't really usually broadcast it all over my fucking social medias, and the reason why is because, listen, people that I've actually fucking did readings for is up in this motherfucking chat. They can sit over here and vouch for you. I really am the real deal. There are times where I go live and I do readings on live, but the point of the matter is that I feel like today some of y'all need a reading in the personal shit. Some of y'all don't need everybody up in your fucking business. So the link is in the fucking bio. I love you guys. I'm gonna try to go live a little bit later. If not, y'all know Sundays is my off day. Y'all see, you say it hit different. I wonder what hit different. See, and it's like, and the funny thing is that I'm gonna keep it all the way of being with you. I don't got just one person. I don't just got 2 people. I don't got 3 people, 4 people. I've read over 100 people already. I can sit over here and, anyway, link in the motherfucking bio. The point of the matter is that I love you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow, because y'all know that's my off day, but for some fucking reason, God always be like, bitch, go live on your off day. And that's all I got for y'all. That's it. I think that's it for today. If I go live tonight, I'll see y'all. Be on a special occasion. Thank you, Harris Art. I gotta sit over here and get your name right. Harris motherfucking Art. And I'll see y'all next time.